Well, guys, this is Ascent for the weekly video. Uh, Before we start, I want to say that this video is for educational purposes only, and you should not gamble because you will lose all your money. Also, this video is part of the challenge. If you don't know what I'm talking about, if I don't play 500 NL in 1 year, I will be giving away $500 to someone who is in my Discord. Uh, in my Discord, basically. So if you want, you can join my Discord. The link will be down below in the description or in the comment, in the first comment that I will put. So you should join in the next 6 months if you want to have an opportunity to win the $500. This will be a giveaway basically to a random person. Okay, so let's go to the video now. I will show my week results for this week. So these are my results for this week. I'm not happy at all with this, but I think I ran pretty bad, to be honest. I will talk a bit about some thoughts that I have about this, but yeah, these are basically my results in terms of graph. So I lost 1.4k. This is actually not correct one entirely, just because there are some like importing mistakes or some errors that there are in the tracking software. So I will share now the actual results. These results are the true results because I track the final balances, starting and final balances, and I see the difference, and I just basically, these are very accurate results. So I lost about still 1.4k, and in rakeback I won 250, so I lost 1.1k. I'm pretty happy with the volume I played, so pretty happy with the volume recently, in the recent weeks. This is a volume that I want to keep or even increase in the next few weeks. I will talk a bit about it. So these are my results. Not very happy with them, but that's life. Now, for the month results, I've got August. So August results. So I'll share the graph here. So from 1 of August, I still didn't play today, so so the results are basically this in terms of pre-rakeback. So not really happy about this. I will actually now reveal the results. Let me just go on my phone where I track everything correctly. So my results for August are the following. So tables, I won $2,383. Rakeback, I won $1,355, and so the total is $3,738. So these are my results for the month. I'm not happy at all with this. This is a pretty bad result, but like poker is like this. You can't really expect results. You just have to keep grinding, and eventually things will get better. Anyways, in terms of volume, I'm very happy with this. So my thoughts. In terms of volume, I'm pretty happy with this. Really happy. I mean, if I can keep this volume while playing regular tables, I'm pretty happy. I will try to maintain this volume or even increase it, so pretty happy. So in terms of the actual in terms of stakes. So 100L still like this is no surprise for now by now. Like I'm pretty crushing 100L in all of my sample, like winning at more than 5 EV for around between 300 and 400 KNs. So still pretty crushing. I feel pretty confident at this level. And for this year, like I'm also winning at, like I showed in the previous video, I'm also winning at 200 NL, but like something is happening where mentally, definitely my play is not the same. So at 200 NL, I'm not feeling confident at all. I feel that I'm playing pretty bad actually. I'm making, like I'm running bad, definitely, but I'm making a lot of mistakes. And this is all a mental issue. So a mental leak that I'm having, not sure why, since the downswing happened. So my plan is probably to actually play maybe more 100 NL for now, gain a bit more confidence, and have good results for a while, and then I will start shot taking a lot of 200 NL again. So I know that people will criticize this move and say that this is bad, and mathematically, yes, it's bad, but if I don't feel well mentally to play 200 NL, or if I feel that I'm playing bad because of some mental leak, which is the case, I think that it's better if I don't play it for a while I gain confidence. So this is something that it's my personal choice, where I know that mathematically it's not good, but if I don't feel good about it, or if it's not about feeling good about it, it's about I know that I'm not playing my best, and I can see it in my stats. I can see it in some other stuff that I track. So definitely, I'm not playing my best at 200 NL. So I will just play mostly 100 for now. And when I feel good again, when I feel confident again, like I felt at the start of this year, like I talked about in the last video, I was really having good results at 200 NL, but something happened that I'm definitely not playing my best at 200, so I will just keep at 100 for now. Okay, so again, do not gamble. And now this is a part of the video where we go to the live play like I told everyone. So I will live play 25 NL on PokerStars just because it has a lot of players, so I'll just play for a bit, for about 20 or 25 minutes, and see if we can come up with some interesting spots. So let me just open maybe two tables or something like this. So does this work? Not sure what's happening. So seems like okay. So defending the queen seven. And this is just a fold against half pot. Okay, so this guy opens bigger, so this is very likely a recreational. I think I'll fold just because he's shorter, so I don't like really calling against this sizing, so. Okay, on this side of the board we are actually checking quite a lot. If I had an RNG, I would definitely check. I will check back just because on this board we are definitely checking quite a lot of hands. This hand will bet definitely at some frequency, mid, low to mid frequency, and now we just fold versus the probe. Let's see if we can find some interesting spots. Mm, Not sure if 2 tables is enough, but I guess so. Like, I guess it's enough to get enough spots. Opening up ace king. Here are a position we are going to check quite a lot, just because the in position has, in theory, a very tight range, so we should be checking quite a lot. Against a lot of people, um, I think betting is fine just because people are like, this is likely a recreational by calling the hijack versus under the gun, so I think in practice we can just so I'll bet this sizing just because I don't think he's ever folding a flush, so just trying to make him fold like pocket sevens, yeah, so without a diamond. So if I overbet, I think he will call anyways. So I don't think that overbetting is a fun strategy because I think he will call with any diamond. Just trying to make him fold like pocket sevens, these kinds of hands, without a diamond. Okay, so this end, again, these types of boards will have a very high frequency of checks, so I'll check back again this time. Here I will defend the 7-4 multi-way, and now versus the pro, I will call, and definitely calling the river, especially against the recreational. Maybe even raising, actually I called too fast there. That's probably a raise on the river versus that sizing. That's a mistake, pretty sure. Okay, so ISOing here, opening the 10-9. So this will be a mix between a bet and check. Against the recreational, I'm just going to bet more frequently just because they have a lot more trash in their range, which will increase our fold equity quite a lot. Against a wider range, we should definitely be betting more frequently. So here our position again. This is a spot where we should check quite a lot. Not my favorite spot here, but with the jack of clubs, we just have to call here. Goes pretty huge. I mean, this is a very strong range, to be honest, but I will forbet and call it off. I mean, there's nothing else we can do. So now the guy, so now he leads. Against the recreational, I'm definitely raising here just because we don't want to see, like, he's not folding pocket jacks anyways. We don't want to see, like, let's say he has pocket jacks. Now, this is a very scared card, so now that he has, like, uh, most of the stack in, I don't think he's folding. And if he has pocket aces, he has pocket aces. That's life, basically. And I think against the min raise, this is just obviously an exploit, but against the I think that against the min raise is not folding anything on the flop. That just leads, so it, it's just a way of getting more money in while scare cards don't come. We could actually like bet small on the turn again, just yeah. Maybe it's kind of a punt to just shove there on the turn, but I mean 0.5 SPR. Okay, another recreational. We will definitely call. Ace king guy. We could start turning our hand into a bluff because they have a lot of pairs in this line, but I guess this king was just check. And now we just check, even though we are going to lose like quite frequently, or I don't think he will fold any pair now in this line, so I think checking is fine. Okay, so it's random actually. Okay, so this guy squeezes. Um, in this formation, I'm going to call, but I'm not really happy. I could four bet as a bluff, but in this formation they are really, really tight. So when he checks, we can actually start betting this end sometimes. Um, but I will not do it this time. But I think we can start betting there for sure. So he checks again. I'll check again. And in theory, like, uh, now I just don't wrap anything, so I think that I will just check and lose to ace king probably. Okay, yes, ace check. I mean, this is pretty wide. Is it recreational there? Maybe it's not that wide. Holding the ace 10. Here, this is generally a 3-bet for me, but the recreational we just dunk the flop. I will just go. Don't really wanna get check shot done. Like it would be a disaster to not realize, at least on the flop. We have to call one, of course. And we will check the river, not bluffing here. Yeah, once he overbets, we just get out of there. This guy just bets off pot. After mean 3-betting, I think our hand just has too low equity versus off the pot. I'm not sure if I should call there. Maybe I should. So a lot of recreationals here. Seems like in these games. Just ISOing. A lot of weird stuff going on in these games. Like a lot of limps, a lot of mean 3-bets, a lot of random stuff. So I will 3-bet this end this time. This is a mixed 3-bet, but for the video, just to get a bit more hands in, I'll just 3-bet pure. People are taking quite a while to... Okay, we have aces, so just opening. Here we will call the 3-bet definitely, especially when this guy goes in. Going 3-bet. Pocket aces will be obviously a 4-bet. Around something like this, 10-2, like this. So we will 4-bet. Now this guy calls, so this is... I think this is already a fold, to be honest, multi-way here. Even with the 9 of hearts, because I think that this dude will be like a lot more careful multi-way, so it's not a great spot, to be honest. Like calling shouldn't be too bad, but once this guy bets multi-way and this guy calls, I think that we are just very, very fried there. So I'll 3-bet this end, even though 200 BB deep, I'm not really sure if we should be 3-betting this one. And obviously the aces was a cooler. And yeah, like my read was generally correct that that dude is like likely stronger than on average. And I'm not being results oriented, but okay, here I think this board is supposed to have big bets, but as a general exploit versus recreationals, I'm just going to bet small on this types of boards. Here, pocket fives against the sizing, I think it's a fold. Now we check and we go for the check, the bet check bet, definitely. And once he bets, we just can't do anything. Another limp, which we will ISO again. Just checking for how long I'm recording now. Here against the recreational, even though we could check back here, I'm going to bet. Just a very wide range. And here calling the 3-bet. Now just going for the F pot on the flush completing. And here I don't think we can call on this board. If he goes small, okay, he goes with the check. It's pretty interesting, right? I'm going to start with the check back, but this hand will definitely turn into a bluff. Yeah, now I will definitely start betting, and my range is an ace, a good ace plus. So here's betting sometimes, checking sometimes. I don't have the RNG, which I should have, just to control my frequencies, but and on this card particularly, I think I will still bluff, but this is not a very nice spot, to be honest. Just because they play pretty face up, so this is, I mean, he's likely to play face up in that line. So the check call line is pretty likely to be very face up. So I think they will trap enough, have enough strong ends in that line. So I think that out of bluffing that spot with any two cards that don't win ever at showdown, which is my case, I think that just out of bluffing this spot is very profitable in these games, especially. So here, I think this will be a mix between 4-bet and call. I'll call this time. And I don't think we can ever fold here, obviously, but I think we can sometimes raise, and like for the video, I just check raise here. I think it's fine to check raise, to be honest. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's fine. Okay, here, multi-way, definitely checking my entire range. And we can't call here. basically. So I'm checking my entire range. Pocket tens is like very marginal. Like this is an easy fold in my opinion. With a club, maybe we can think about continuing there, but without a club, especially multi-way, like the key is that it's a multi-way pot, so ranges will probably be tighter, and we still have a person behind to act, which decreases our EV quite a lot. So I'm going to record for about maybe 10 minutes more, something like that. 25 and 10 minutes. So I will definitely squeeze here with the likely recreational on the button. Here I'm going to call, even though I think jamming is actually fine. Like this deep, 50 PV is deep. Now I'm actually going to raise, like we are like not deep at all, so I think that raising and getting it in is fine. Okay, here multi-way on this board, I'm actually going to check. This is pretty good that this guy just snap checks this situation. So we are against the recreational. I think that this guy will just snap fold here. I'm going to just call and trap. Yeah, my read was correct. Now we just try to get all the money from the recreational. We will put too much money. Yeah, too much money with hands that he shouldn't. So, oh, that fold was strange. I didn't click. Okay, at least I didn't have a good hand. Yeah, like that guy snap check. Like multi-way there, I should be checking quite a lot on that board, definitely. So that end seems perfect as a check. Like I can even check full range, I think, multi-way there. I'm not 100% sure about this, but I think it's a nice heuristic that you're just against the ranges on a board that they will have like pocket tens, all the sets probably. Uh, yeah, like they will have pocket fours probably, pocket tens, pocket nines, and 10-9 suited. So I think that checking multi-way is definitely a good play there. Even heads up, we can just bet our full range on this board, I think. Um, so we should definitely like multi-way. I think we can just check full range. Here I'm going to check behind quite frequently. And now he delays. I mean, nice play by him. I'm just folding. I would definitely start bluffing this hand if you checked. So, okay, this guy lit, which is really annoying. Against half pot, I think I need to call here against the donk. This hand would be a check back on the flop quite frequently, in theory, I think, but I guess recreational, probably recreational. I would just bet this hand. Calling the turn with a gut shot against a small sizing. And depending on his sizing, we might call here on the river actually. Not against a pot size bet though. Against a pot size bet, I think we just pitch. Jack 7, definitely defending. So I think that this end's fine to open on the cutoff. Here we can have multiple sizings. I think small, overbet, or like the normal. With this end in particular, just overbet. We could play like generally I play just one sizing on these types of situations on the turn and on the flop. All sizings are fine with our range. and deploying different strategies for that sizing, obviously, different frequencies. So the bigger sizing goes into the, we will have a lower frequency bet. This end definitely bets quite a lot. Here, multi-way, sorry, out of position. Just going to check calling. Now he checks. This card is more favorable for him. I'm going to check again this card. And I might just check again, just because, like, his range will be a lot of, like, queen jacks, jack tens, etc. that I want him to bluff. So just let him bluff, basically, is a good idea, I think. Yeah, like, I think he should bluff that hand. Now we just attack this spot against the recreational. So is like is density of low cards and medium cards in this part of the range is much higher than mine when he cold calls there. So that's why I said the four is better for him because he has a more higher density of pocket fours. And then on the six is even better for him. So I think I should check a lot on this river. And this range will be a lot of this once he plays this line. So just trying to get money from his bluffs. I don't think he will have too many bluff catchers, to be honest, once he plays this line. So I think the check there is the check is completely fine. So this guy just leads. I'm just turning this hand into a bluff now in this formation. Kind of recreation. Pretty bad card actually. And he leads again for 1 BB. I think we should call. I don't like putting a lot of money now. Oh, terrible river. Yeah. Against 1 BB, I'm just going to call just because he might have something random, recreational. But this is a terrible card, obviously. And it just has like the random 10 deuce off. So you can see that like I just can fall against 1 BB, but definitely I would like the turn is pretty bad for us. But maybe you can bet the turn, like in putting a lot of pressure. But like against recreationals, we shouldn't really like be. We should take our small edges in the small pots and like creating a lot of these huge pots and like creating a huge pot with a bluff here is not like really a good plan in my opinion. So on a bad card, I think that we should just control our frequencies quite a lot. Here, king nine, we can call mostly and maybe even sometimes for bet design. So let's just call and check folding on this board definitely. Yeah. Definitely calling, especially against the recreational. A lot of recreational. I was not expecting like so many recreationals in this pool. So I think that if you are playing this pool, then and here I'm actually going to start small on the turn. Oh, the ace is not really great. Yeah, I don't like the ace too much to bluff. I would bluff on any card, but the ace I don't like too much to be honest. Like it will have a lot of ace high. So again, a lead. I'm just going to call here actually against the lead, just because I think that I think that their leads are pretty weak in general. So going to call again, like we don't need to put a lot of money in to get, like if we were deeper, I would definitely raise, but we can just get the money in on the river. Yeah, now we just jam here, multiply again, out of position, just checking range, and yeah. Okay, so this guy goes big. Um, multi-way. I like it. I'm just folding. Once they go big with pocket tens there, I don't think it's a good spot to call, to be honest. And I will start wrapping it up here. So I don't know how long I play it for, but I think it's a good amount of hands. So I think that's it, guys. Let me just sit out. Oh, a lot of recreationals in this pool. I'm quite surprised actually by how many recreationals, especially I'm not playing like at a very good time of the day, to be honest. So it's morning here for me, so European time start the beginning of the afternoon. So I'm pretty surprised by the amount of recreationals and random stuff we're seeing here. So pretty good pool, to be honest, here on stars. I think I'm going for value twice now. You could also check. So pretty interesting spot, right? I don't think overbetting is a good play with our range here. I'll just check again. Just because this end doesn't like we can just get value on the river now. Don't know how to explain it very well, but basically getting to streets of value with this end will be difficult. I don't think betting small is a good strategy for our range, so I think this end will can just check and then get the value on the river once if he checks back or check call, check call. Because if we bet 3/4, like so many rivers will be bad, basically. Like going for bet big, like 3/4, B75, B75. I don't think it's a very good play, just because it's a bit thin, but we can just get value on the river if we check back, if he checks back. Okay, guys, so this is the entire video. I showed my results for the week, for the month, spoke about some of my thoughts, about my plans, and show some live play videos. So that's it. If you like this video, leave a like and leave a comment if you have any doubts, and that's it. See you next week.